Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randall Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts. Are we live?
Check, check.
Hello. What's up?
Happy Monday.
Episode 10 in the house.
Double digits.
Yeah.
Actually, it's already it's really technically episode like the 14th one because with all the bonus ones, but still.
Yeah. But had something pretty cool happen this morning when we found out we got picked up by Podknife.
It was last night when we were watching TV.
Yeah.
Podknife had tagged us on Twitter that they added us. I mean, I guess they just add podcasts to their
library.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
No, it's cool because we didn't submit or
Mm-hmm.
I think they just kind of go and pick.
Yeah.
Whatever they decide on, and so it's pretty cool to be picked and be picked up from them.
Thanks, Podknife.
I want to give a shout out to Canada. I put something on Facebook about that. But Canada in the house. We got some Canadian listeners now, so we're up to.
I hope you like what we talk about.
Yep, we got Canada, the UK, Australia, Ireland, Japan.
Japan, which I feel like Japan has got to be Felipe Franchini, if that's you. Holla.
I would think so, and I would think Australia might be Ryan Rhodes.
He's not in?
Yeah, he's moved. Him and his boys moved. They got transferred.
How the fuck do I not know that?
Because you haven't been paying attention to his Facebook, obviously.
I don't pay attention to Facebook, period,
yeah,
really.
I'm pretty much a Facebooker.
Don't say I don't pay attention to Ryan, because if I saw
I didn't say
would.
you didn't pay attention to Ryan. I said you didn't pay attention to his Facebook. And
Yeah.
I'm right, because you're never on Facebook, hardly. But yes, they have, I think he got a sign back there, which they had wanted to all go back.
I did see something recently, but I was at work, so I couldn't play the video, that said something about his sister re-enlisting him for 4 years or something.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was at work on a call, so I couldn't play the video on my phone. But okay, cool. Well,
but
that's awesome. I know the whole family was talking about wanting to go back there, even though there's crazy huge spiders. So no thanks.
Yeah. And but there's got to be more than him in Australia because the number of downloads is more than just one person. I think the Japan could just be Felipe because their number's not. It's like somebody's downloaded one of each episode, but Australia is more. So
sweet.
I don't think Ryan's boys are old enough to be downloading, and I don't see him letting them, and I wouldn't either. So yes, shout out to Canada.
Sweet. Thanks, Canada.
What
you got, babe?
I needed to start the show off with talking about my face again. You were there for the story this week, but
why? Because now it's just going to come off that I'm mean to you. So
I don't know what to do about my face. It's getting me in trouble.
You can't help it. It's anybody that suffers from RBF, resting bitch face. It's not something that's a conscious thing. So unless you go around creepy smiling like Sheldon.
Teethy smiles, just big teethy smiles.
Like when Sheldon was trying to smile on Big Bang, they were like, "You look like the Joker."
Nobody's gonna they wouldn't buy that shit. I think that would be creepier than my regular face.
No. But yeah, it would be.
Tell them the story, what happened to us after we went to dinner this week. So we went to dinner with the boys and the Holloways, my in-laws, down in downtown Woodstock. Went and ate.
The fam.
And we're going back to the car.
At the Salt Factory in downtown Woodstock, Georgia. Fucking delicious. Anybody that lives in Atlanta.
I'm getting in the passenger seat, and I hear some guy talking to Gunner, just saying like "hey" or something. I don't even pay it any attention, and Griffin's getting in on the side behind me. So I turn around just to look at him to make sure he's getting in the car, not thinking anything, just really just turn around to see him. And there's a pretty big boy, gentleman, standing there, and he like puts his hands up in the air like if a cop tells you hands up, And he looks me, straight in the face, and he's terrified. And he goes, "Hey, man, we're cool. We're cool, man." And he's horrified. And at first, I didn't even get it. I was like, "What? Cool, okay." And I get in the car. And then Griffin goes, "That man was terrified."
Or he said, "It's cool. I was just saying hi to your son."
Yeah, but we're cool, man. We're cool. Everything's cool.
No, because like I was getting in on the driver's side. Gunner gets in on the same side with me. And as we were walking up to the car, like, I didn't see the guy. I heard he was on the other side because he was getting in his driver's side over there. And I saw Gunner like kind of waving at him, and I heard somebody going hi. But I mean, that happens all the time because Gunner talks to everybody. And then I heard the guy saying something about, "I was just saying hi to your son." And then we got in the car, and I was like, "What happened?
And so,
what did you say to that poor man?"
Well, you can confirm, since you heard all that, I never said a word.
No, I didn't hear you say
Not
anything.
one single word came out of my mouth.
You don't need to.
That's what I'm saying. And what's going to happen, eventually,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to back up my look, and I'm going to end up getting beat up for no reason. Because, it catches up with all of us.
I don't think anybody's just going to start a rumble with you.
Well, no, but if they're horrified, like this gentleman, there was terror in his face.
And we have to mention, too, that you were wearing a Britney Spears shirt. You were wearing the lovely Britney Spears shirt that you wore to the Gold concert. And you were wearing, like a fedora, flip-flops.
And some golf shorts.
So intimidating.
The least
it was
aggressive outfit on earth.
It was his gang colors. Britney Spears t-shirt.
And so
some like linen golf shorts. Oh my gosh.
What was funny though is we were picturing what he was saying to his date or significant other that was in the car when they drove off. Like, I just guarantee you he was like, "Shit, I about had to whoop me one." Dude was talking shit. I had to be like, "We're cool this time.
Yeah.
But don't do it again."
But it just further proves my point that your face is angry.
I guess so.
Even though you're not most of the time, your face says otherwise, baby. And
oh, I know it's true. I don't dispute it. But, I wish people would either believe me when they ask. If it doesn't match my face, believe me when I'm like, cool. Or just accept the fact that that's my face.
Right, which your friends and family can do that. But strangers on the street, like, there's not time to build that rapport. Mm-hmm. It's just going to be, "Hey, man, everything's cool."
I mean, you would think I would have pulled out my pistol on him or something, or had it on my hip or something. Or
if looks could kill, baby.
Or a knife. And we had just had a wonderful dinner. Everything was great. I was full and happy. Mm-hmm. So there wasn't even like a scotch of something on my mind or being upset. It was 100% great afternoon.
Babe.
And that's my face.
It's your face.
Yeah, I know.
I love your face. But it looks,
to...
when you're just like relaxed, it looks like you're super angry.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know why, and I have just.
Is it the muscles in my face?
It's when you're. I guess when you're relaxed, you just do the like
She's doing
catfish
the
face.
reverse frown,
Not the reverse frown, because that would be a smile.
Or no, yeah.
But
the
like
intentional
full
frown.
on like catfish face is what I call it. Like everything pointing down. bulldog face.
I wonder if that's just because of the size of my fat cheeks. Like it
Maybe.
drags my corners down or something.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think if it's anatomical or if I'm doing something.
Maybe that's like a comfortable position for your face.
I mean,
like
yeah.
just if you just relax your face, does it naturally go? Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
But yeah, so
But it was funny.
the face strikes again.
Yeah, so if you see me on the streets, I am of no threat to anyone. And I'm probably happy.
Uh-huh.
You know, most of the time. So do not
Yeah.
just assume, don't throw your hands up. There's no reason for that.
Don't assume he's about to punch you.
I think he was about to give me his wallet. Literally within, if I would have said something, I think he would have thrown me his wallet and slammed on the gas in his car while his wife fell out of the passenger side. For no reason. And now Griffin's getting old enough to understand all this shit, and it's hilarious to him.
It is. Now me and him get to team up on you.
Yeah, for a while, I think he was, you know, for him growing up, I never really thought he thought anything of it. Now, I mean, he's even starting to engage it, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you look mad.
And he agreed.
The
Yeah.
guy was horrified, terrified. I've never seen anything like it.
Why are you so mean, Dad?
Why was he? Well, he knew though that I did nothing.
I know. But I'm saying, like, he was kind of giving you shit about it too. And it was funny. He was like, in that hat, even.
Yeah, even in that hat. Which I love that hat. And
I know.
love the Britney Spears shirt.
I do too.
I got another
You looked very handsome.
handful of compliments at the restaurant for it. The shirt is a success.
No, the shirt is fucking awesome. I love the Britney Spears shirt. And I mean, no, you look very handsome.
And I'm not wearing it just to be like funny. I like Britney.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I really want to go see her in Vegas if she's still even having that show. And it's never going to happen, but it's like a...
yeah, she re-signed. I think I read something about it. I mean, why not? Why not have a residency there and just make piles of money?
Hello, I know.
And that's just the shit tits to do.
God, that'd be perfect for me and you to go do.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're in the mood to hear no real singing, but
not-
good tunes and
not the
dancing.
point. Yeah.
I know. I mean, that's her thing. She's an entertainer.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely doesn't sing
I mean,
very often live.
in the studio, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, it's like,
I mean, I'm not hating on her. That's
Nope.
just her thing.
I love her.
And I'm a big fan. She went batshit crazy.
It's
and,
been a
and
roller
came
coaster,
Back.
yeah.
I love a good redemption story.
It's definitely been a roller coaster for poor Britney, but
She's the
kicking
poster
ass.
child for recovery from that.
Yeah,
Like, not a lot of people can come out of that tailspin.
yeah. Her and Winona Ryder is another one that has.
I still think Winona's a little fucking crazy.
She is, but Stranger Things has made her famous again.
Oh, I don't watch that show, so.
I know you don't.
She got busted like 5 years ago for like shoplifting.
Oh, way
When she
longer
was
ago than that for
rich.
shoplifting, but she also did other crazy shit. But I mean, she's not as much of a megastar as Britney. But yes, I like a good comeback, redemption. Britney is definitely the pinnacle of that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So
Well, that's.
I love your face, babe. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, or can
Some,
can feel my pain and maybe share a way that they got over their mean face, please contact us. And
Is there
let
some
us
kind
know.
of exercises he can do?
Can I firm up the frown muscles
Botox,
in
maybe?
my face? Can you imagine me with Botox? if I could make no expressions with a gray ass beard, I mean, no hair on my head, it wouldn't look good. Because I'm gonna have a flat forehead that doesn't move, and then Shar-Pei wrinkles in my bald head and back of my neck. Wouldn't match.
That's a valid point.
Well, you want to talk about the Walking Dead season finale and
Yeah.
celebrate my victory on
Baby, you
predictions?
didn't even let me. That was going to be the first thing that I mentioned was that I was going to give you props. All the props go to Randall. He called it. Fucking Negan is going to get captured by somebody. Boom. I was way off base. except for during the episode, which is not, anybody can't vouch for me except for Randall, right when the Savior's coming over the hill, all about to unload on
Civil
Rick and
War
everybody.
style.
And I just, something about Eugene's face right before the shit went down. I said, I think Eugene did something to the bullets and they're all going to explode in their faces. And then they started shooting and I like hit Randall on the shoulder.
Oh, 100%. I would have never thought that.
Just something about his face. I was like, oh, he did something to the bullets and they're all going to explode in their faces, and fucking called it.
No, you did. You called that.
Yeah.
And
so
it's not a big, I'm kidding about the victory because the comic book, Negan gets captured. So
by
it's
Carl,
not far, but yeah,
isn't
but
it?
it's not
Yeah.
far-fetched to think that
It's
they're going to
not,
stick.
but
so.
you nailed it. I mean, it wasn't even in my, when you said it, I thought it was a great prediction and it nailed it. Well done, babe.
Now, here's my outside-of-the-box prediction, though,
Uh-huh.
for next season. I'm going to just say it now, so when it happens, I think Negan's hand injury is going to cause him to lose his hand. Like, Rick is missing his hand
In the
comic.
comics, because he cuts it real bad or something. Yeah.
I think Negan, they're going to end up having to take it off. It's his bat hand. You know, he wears the glove on it
He
anyway.
always wears the glove on. I gotta open this beer.
I think
That was really loud. Sorry.
he's going to lose his hand. It's just a weird feeling.
Yeah, you did mention that last night too. Everybody that had like rifles that were holding them up to their face, they fucked.
Oh, yeah. No, it blew him the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay, everybody that just had handguns that blew their hands up, but yeah, no, that was
I mean, they can't shoot anyway. No
Well-
one on the show. So
well
it's-
done, Eugene. Yeah, no, they would have hit. I mean, there was 70 people with guns. They would have hit 4, maybe, and not killed any. But so the whole like Regan, Jesus Christ, Negan and Rick face off. I thought if anybody was going to take a swing with something, it was going to be Negan, because he was like walking up towards him. Mm-hmm. Didn't see that coming with Rick, and I immediately thought Negan was dead. I was like, oh fuck, Rick just killed Negan. But then it wasn't. Like, how did he cut somebody in the throat with a piece of glass and not kill them?
I don't know. I knew that he was going to live when he cut him.
Because it wasn't
As
super.
soon as he didn't go ear to ear.
Yeah.
He almost throat punched him.
Yeah,
Like, he almost punctured him.
it was kind of a little bitch, like. Psh.
Yeah.
But
it was still fucking awesome and unexpected. I was
It
not
was.
expecting that
No.
whatsoever in the throat, which was pretty awesome.
No, it was pretty gangster. And yeah, I mean, as soon as he started talking about, that he was still alive and we got to have peace and blah, blah, blah,
Save
blah.
him.
Save him.
He told Shabika Hika
Sadiq, you
to,
racist.
to save him. He told him to save him.
Yeah, you were like, he's going to tell, I forget what you said last night. You were like, Sahara.
I just can't remember anyone's names, so
Sadiq.
it's nothing about.
I know, I'm kidding. Yeah, right before he said that, you're like, he's gonna tell that doctor guy to go save him. Sure enough. I think it's interesting. I think there could be like a Civil War type scenario with Maggie, Jesus, and Daryl.
Yeah, I think that shit is going to get shut down quicker than
Yeah.
it'll become something. I mean, I think it'll be for
I
a
mean,
minute.
I am interested to see how that whole Negan as a prisoner is going to play out. Like,
He's going to befriend somebody in the place of Carl, because Carl was who he befriended in the comic
Henry,
book.
maybe
Who's Henry?
the little boy.
Oh, very possible.
Yeah, he's way younger than Carl, but he's actually probably more closer to the accurate age of Carl in the comics.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be him.
I don't know. Maybe Maggie will start showing next season since she's been pregnant for 4 years.
I mean, they got nothing else if they're. I mean, I hate the premise of the peaceful world as far as for a show.
Well, it's not sustainable for a show. Yeah.
No, for a show, you can't. I'll lose interest real quick if it's a bunch of farming and putting up.
Like, yeah, there was a lot of that in when they first got to the prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And I lost a lot of interest.
Yeah, there was a couple seasons back then where I was like, dear Lord. And when they were on Herschel's farm for a little bit, it got a little slow. So I mean, it very well could be, but I don't know. I did not expect to see all those girls from Oceanside roll up and start throwing grenades or fire bombs or whatever.
Yeah, they were fire bottles.
That was pretty cool.
Like glass bottle bombs.
That's like weapons they use in the video game, the Walking Dead video game.
What I, and this is just my way of course, over picking everything, but they were throwing those little, handmade little hand grenade things. And they CGI'd the biggest fucking explosions from those little things. It was hilarious.
There was some gigantic fire. It was like, I thought like, I was like, I thought something like from like the helicopter or something was like dropping bombs on them. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh no, it's just these girls throwing like fire, like gasoline in a glass bottle kind of thing.
Yeah, with a rag in the top.
I forget what those are called. There's like a name for them, but I can't even remember. And so Dwight is going to go find his wife, I guess. If
she's still around.
Well, there was that note at their house. And he has gone to...
I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
Trying to be quiet.
Your microphone was rubbing on that screen thing. The fuck was I talking about? Oh,
she had the note.
Yeah, she left him the note, so that's promising. Maybe she was just out
shopping
at the grocery store, as you do in the apocalypse. But yeah, it was not as much of a typically they like to leave you on this like cliffhanger. I mean, the Maggie and them talking about
the revolt.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not like a cliffhanger necessarily. That's just build up to the next season. But I thought it was a good episode. I liked how I guess Morgan went and got Jadis to go to wherever they are at Hilltop, and again she's like, "Call me Anne." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, Daryl's not made to live in a peaceful time, so I understand his revolt. Maggie's, I'm just not a big Maggie fan. I just don't buy it.
Well, Negan smashed her husband's head in with a baseball bat.
But I just don't buy her as a tough guy.
Oh.
Michonne is a tough guy, lady.
Yeah.
Maggie, I just call bullshit on it.
I don't know. I think Maggie's coming into her own.
Oh, bullshit. She's starting to look like a little governess.
Governess. Governess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that plays out. But I thought it was good. I don't think... I mean, what else was there?
I don't know, but they got to let Carl go next season. If they're still dragging on with portions of notes and shit.
Oh, yeah, but that was cute. Like the little memory of Rick, because that was what Carl talked about in his letter, and the memory, and that's kind of what tied it all together to the peaceful, let's save Negan and bring him back and use him as an example, because that's what Carl would want, but it was a way. But I thought it was cute how they had just the memory of him walking, holding the little boy's hand that looked just fucking like Carl. I
want to know though how Rick has gotten everyone else besides himself to raise his little daughter though. You hardly ever see that motherfucker with that.
He's
kid.
Busy, and he was in there.
But even when he's not, he's sitting on the porch reflecting and got somebody else playing with her, hanging with her.
Hey.
He is a hands-off parent. I just got to be honest.
I think part of it is because he knows that girl's Shane's.
He's also crazy and a little post-traumatic.
He doesn't want to probably ruin her in general.
Very possible.
He was in there talking to that little baby in this episode, that Grace baby that they stole from the Saviors. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought it was good. I also watched the Fear... You did not. I watched the Fear the Walking Dead season premiere, which was basically all about Morgan, because the season finale of Walking Dead, he goes to get Jadis, Anne, what the fuck ever her name is, and tells her that she can go kick it at Hilltop, And he opts to stay there because he wants to be by himself. He's like dead set on being by himself. And that Fear the Walking Dead premiere is basically him at the trash heap. Everybody, like a few people come by to try and convince him to come back. And he's like, nope, I need to be by myself. And then he ends up just bouncing and, hot wiring a few cars, walking, running, whatever. And I think by the end of the episode, he's somewhere in like Texas. He's in Texas somewhere, but like he ends up meeting up with a couple people that he keeps trying to like get away from, but they are like trying to help him and keep trying to get him to stay with them. And then he runs into the actual crew from Fear the Walking Dead. Like it's a very last minute, but it's supposed to be, I guess, much further in the future than where that season ended the last time, where they were like washing up on the shore from some big dam break in Mexico. But
yeah, I wonder if he's going to that show to help their ratings. If that's why they did the crossover.
I don't know.
Or if eventually...
I like Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, it's definitely not as good as The Walking Dead, and I'm not as invested, but I do watch it, and I've watched it from the beginning. But it's not like I have to watch it Sunday night kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't want to, and it's not as crucial to...
No, I just haven't vested in any of that. I mean, I don't know a single person.
Yeah.
I mean, I might watch now a little bit since Morgan's in there to see what that crazy bastard's going to do. But that would be the biggest draw for me.
The new guy on Fear the Walking Dead is... I know him as Bert from Raising Hope, which I don't know if anybody watches that show, Raising Hope. I think it's funny. It's one of those ones that's like... It's on syndication now. But he was also, I think, in like Deadwood. I didn't watch that show on HBO.
I know his face.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's funny. Don't know his. I think it's Garrett something. I'm terrible. But yeah, I like him too. And the girl that he meets up with too. Fuck, I can't remember her name. You would probably know her face. I'll have to show it to you.
No, I know who you're talking about. She's been in other things. You
saw her?
Yeah, I know who. She looks a little different now, but she's been in something else. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. She was like blonde before, and now she's got like black or brown hair.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, she was in something where she was like a blonde, typical blonde, like stereotype character.
Yeah, it's like Julia Stiles' name kept popping in my head, but I'm like, it's not her. For sure, because she's younger than Julia Stiles, but like it's that kind of movie kind of thing that she's been in. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I don't know,
but yeah,
I'm standing back up now.
Make up your damn mind, sir.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm done. I mean, nothing to see here. I think. I really do need to think about what the hell else I can talk about now for like 20 minutes.
We'll find one of our other shows. I mean, we can go on anything. I could go 20 minutes on how terrible the contestants are in American Idol so far.
They're dog shit.
The Voice blows their dicks off, in my opinion. And I used to be so anti The Voice, pro American Idol.
I know.
Now I've flipped the script.
The controversy. I mean... American Idol now, I more enjoy watching like Lionel Richie's face and Katy Perry's face.
Yeah, Lionel Richie gave the meanest ass nice diss I've ever seen on last night's episode.
What did he say?
He was talking to that kid that he's a good looking kid and he just sung terrible. He's the one that hit that note.
That's right. Where Luke Bryan made that face. He was like, ugh.
You know, I mean, and I'm absolutely... I'm sure Luke Bryan's a nice guy. I can't stand his music. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I'm just not a fan of his music. Mm-hmm. I like him as a person more. I think he's funny. He's Luke like a Bryan. Poor man's Blake Shelton. I don't like his music.
I like that song, Drink a Beer.
And then but you see him on stage and he's corny dance. Like he tries to, I don't know, too Florida, Georgia, liney.
No, he's not like...
Brownie.
No. He is
tries
not
to
Florida
shake.
Georgia line.
He tries to shake. It's just
They
I don't
are
know. He's up there
douche
with
canoe.
the Jason Aldeans to me. And
No, yeah, I don't like Jason
Luke
Aldean.
Bryan. But I like him as a guy, so I'm not dissing him. I think
Okay.
he's hilarious. He's a good-looking dude, but I'm just not a fan of the music.
He is country.
But he's a good host, or judge. But Lionel Richie basically told the kid, "You gotta be able to do two things. You gotta be able to entertain the crowd, or move on stage and sing. And you did the moving on stage.
Yeah, I think he was talking
You need
about.
to go work on the other part." And was
Yeah, he
smiling
did.
at him. The kid was terrible.
Yeah, he did not hit his mark or whatever the fuck you say. That one high note was awful.
He had a killer people's eyebrow though, like
It's
The Rock. It's
extreme.
way better than The Rock's.
It is, yeah, it's impressive. I can't even begin to do anything close to people's eyebrow. But
Yeah, we'll fill it with something.
yeah, we watch enough shit. I mean, damn,
Yeah.
our DVR is not. There's like no space on our DVR.
Where are we at right now on time?
31 minutes.
How long?
31.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we can jump. We got a lot of questions tonight,
Yes.
so
Let's do this.
I'm gonna do just the tip first because it's kind of it's a question. I'd put on one of our social media. I don't even remember because there's 3, and I don't even know what I post on and don't. But I'd posted at some point that if somebody wanted to submit a question anonymously, they could send it to my Gmail. If they didn't want somebody to see. And so I thought this one was pretty funny, and it's it's a tough question, but I like it, and I think we can tie it up into being just a tip.
Sure.
But basically, what the lady was asking, and neither one of us know this person. It's somebody that just likes the show,
Really?
or a bot or something that made up this question. But the question was if her husband is jerking off all the time.
Somebody emailed you this?
Yeah. Is he? But she used, masturbating. Is he cheating on her?
No. But I think you need to address something.
Oh, I agree. I'm just letting you answer first, and then I'll fill in.
No, it's not cheating. Of course not. But I think that if he's doing that all the time and you're also not having sex, that's for sure a problem. If he's jerking off all the time and you're still having a lot of sex, maybe he's just super horny. And
see, here's the double standard, or I wouldn't even say double standard, but here's the weird part of it. If the guy's jerking off all the time like crazy, then he could just be a guy that wants to jerk off a lot.
right.
If the woman's jerking herself off all the time, then she's not getting pleasured properly.
Right.
The guy could still be getting pleasure properly, just wants to tug his wiener all the time.
That's right. That's why I kind of give it a pass. Like, if you're still actually doing it, whatever. Guys are guys.
Well, my question to her, and maybe she'll email back or not, but
Can you not be emailing somebody about this too much, please?
if you're, it seems like I need to know a little bit more. Like, has she caught him jerking, like walked in on him jerking off?
Or does he have like a jerk off station?
Because there's a couple of ways, surefire ways to know if your guy's jerking off all the time. If you're finding rogue washcloths or towels that can stand up on their own, that's sign number 1. Sign number 2, go through the hamper and open up his tube socks. If you find an oyster in some of them, boom. Those are because guys they're just gonna find or check garments. They're gonna find a garment. It's not gonna be, no guy is gonna go and toss off and jump in the shower. So there's gonna be evidence. So
right.
my question is she finding evidence? Does she want to know if he's jerking off? Or is it like he's even telling her, honey, I I masturbate profusely. And I don't know why.
I mean,
Those are my questions.
I feel like if he's telling her verbally, then that's like
That's a cry for help.
yes. Yeah, for sure. So, okay.
But then you get into where there's like a pornography addiction involved, and that's a whole nother thing. That's kind of where I'm going with the tip part.
Yeah.
If he's just looking at porn all the time,
That's a whole nother like addiction thing.
then that's diverting from what he should be saving up for the wifey poo.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's got their own shit. I mean, if they're into watching porn together as a married couple,
No, it's
nothing
fine.
for me. I mean,
there's
that's
nothing
fine.
wrong with porn. I'm just saying, like what you were saying, like if it's all the time, and like it just seems like it could be more of a compulsion thing rather than.
And he could have like jerked off twice in a week, and she's
It's
making
too
it
much.
sound worse. But, or
It's all the time.
or she could have, found big old lumps of
That's my
spackle
question.
in all of his socks.
Is how like
Turn the socks inside out.
I mean,
I'm just giving away the tip.
obviously she already knows. There needs to be no digging through the hamper for oysters, and that's the grossest fucking thing you've ever said. That's
And
disgusting.
it's so true.
So gross.
No, but that would be horrifying. I mean, somebody's got to wash that shit. That's terrible. I mean, if you're just going through laundry, unfolding these socks, and
Baby, don't say
a
it.
damn a lump of clam chowder pours out, I mean, it's going to be
Man
terrible.
chowder. Gross.
But just stand the rag.
Gross.
Just sit the rag. If it stands up, guilty.
So, but her question is it cheating? No, not cheating. But I think that, yeah, you would need to
Talk about it. Could be a sign of something.
talk about it. Maybe have sex with him more.
Yeah. Maybe jerk him
that's,
off.
If that's do it for him.
Maybe toss him off.
See, I mean,
Give him an old
but I think
reach
that's
around or the old rusty trombone. Give him an old rusty trombone. That masturbation's going to stop. But yeah, I don't think it's cheating either. But I think there is.
And-
if you're concerned, talk to him.
And for sure, don't email back and forth anymore with some woman about masturbating.
How's the masturbating going?
Because that might,
Is he still masturbating profusely?
and yeah,
What's his Facebook?
that's going to end up being a problem with me if some woman's emailing you about.
Is he on Twitter? Because he'll forever be the supreme masturbator to me. From this, no, I'm kidding. I don't want to stop her from ever asking another question.
No, ask questions all you want, but let's just not email each other back and forth about masturbating if you can.
Well, no, but I mean, I did give that option. So she's doing nothing wrong. I don't want
I'm
pictures
sorry.
or
No,
any kind
thank
of.
you. That's what I was trying to avoid, like opening any kind of weird doors like
No,
that.
because if this is a serious question, then I get it. It could. I mean,
That
but
for
at
sure is a
least
serious question because
if
I
you
know.
haven't raised it to him, then that's not fair. At least
No,
ask
I've definitely heard of people complaining about that in a relationship, and my immediate answer is like, "Well, give him some more ice."
Yeah. Or ask him why. Say, why are you
Yeah.
jerking
Do you
off
just
so much?
prefer that?
Yeah. Why are you ruining our hand towels? I have to wash
Why are
these
you
shits.
using all
Our
my
good
lotion?
ones.
All my lotion is gone.
And our good hand towels that are for the guests
we,
that have our initials embroidered on them. You couldn't use the rags in the garage that you use for the cars.
you're being very specific. We don't have hand towels with our initials
No.
embroidered in them, so
No, and you can feel free. You could check my socks. There's no oysters.
I know there's not, baby. I do all the laundry, and
And you get plenty of action.
you don't have any.
I don't have anything left.
I was just about to say that there shouldn't be anything left in the tank.
No, but I don't want to, shortchange your question. But
Nope.
I think we agree.
We
I
do.
don't think it's cheating.
No, for sure. But talk
Sex
to him
by
about it.
yourself keeps disease on the shelf.
Fuck yeah,
That's the teenage rule of life.
that was in. Oh my god, sex education in 6th grade. The sex respect workbook was the funniest shit on earth. It was sayings like that. I remember there was one of like, it was like all these little like weird, it was memes before they were memes, because this was like 93. And it was like a picture of like a cartoon picture of like a little kid with their dog. And it was like, pet your dog, not your date.
Yeah. And kids with big old huge bushes. Like everybody had a huge bush.
There was no pictures of naked people because it was sex respect.
No, we saw, and
It was about keeping your junk in your pants and about venereal disease. And like
the one that we got in Colorado, it didn't show people. It showed like boys when they're hitting puberty and your body hair starts coming in. You know, and it'd be like pubic region. It wouldn't show a dong or anything, but it'd show a pubic region.
Oh, yeah.
With a huge 70s bushel and a huge armpit bushel like Griffin's
like
got.
Griffin, yeah, like buckwheat in a headlock. Yes,
The nastiest bushy armpits I've ever seen. But yeah, that's funny. All right.
Sorry,
well,
your little saying reminded me of that. Okay, what's
so our
next?
just the tip is go easy on him about the jerking off. I mean, talk to him. Talk about jerking off. Just have a chat about it.
Just chat about it and see if there's anything you can do to help.
Yeah. I like it. Next one is from Elizabeth, our friend on Facebook. And she wrote, here's a good one for you guys. I'm sure somewhere in the years you may have experienced this. Yesterday I was giving kudos to my husband, well deserved, for working on the house even though he's been sick. Not 2 minutes after I posted, my husband rocks, he gave me this look when I asked him to be careful not to get electrocuted, like I did with the microwave.
She was trying to be funny.
Well, that look totally ticked me off, and I had to leave the room for a bit after letting him have it. Really? I was just bragging on you. I was so mad.
I mean, that
happens.
For sure that happens. That's marriage in a nutshell.
That's just people that
Are
love
together-
each other.
Can John
enough.
make any more noise, by the way?
He's literally like 1,000 square feet away. If you heard him just shaking, that's him. But anybody that loves somebody enough, that kind of stuff hurts your feelings both ways. It doesn't matter who does it. That happens on both sides.
I know, and it's not intentional.
No, and I'm sure his wasn't intentional.
Hers wasn't intentional either.
I know, but she's the one on the end of it that got the feelings hurt this time. And so I hope that she was like, that hurt my feelings. I was just trying to tell you that you did so great. Why are you giving me the shit look?
Right. But I think, devil's advocate, I think her saying don't get electrocuted hurt his feeling. That's why he gave her that shit look. Which
I think his was more of an ego.
Oh, okay.
Of like, I got this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You telling me not to get electrocuted is just solid advice after what happened with me.
For us, yes, because you got electrocuted.
I know. And I think he's way better of a contractor. Like, he's done some cool shit.
He's like
with
remodeling their whole fucking house.
Well, they both have. I think they've both been working on it. But
yeah. I mean, yes, for sure that's happened.
That's just married people.
I can't even think of a specific scenario where something like that's happened, but
all the time, though. All the fucking time. To anyone that's really married, that's going to happen
and
all
together
the fucking time.
a lot. Yeah. I mean,
But-
so
and
totally normal.
What you did was perfect. You go up, take a breath for a second. Don't make it worse by blowing it up, because we've had those where then you fight and you don't even know why.
I
It's
feel
the
like
dumbest
sometimes,
thing
yes,
in the world.
for sure. I feel like sometimes though, with us, walking away can make it worse.
Oh, 100%. Especially for me. I mean, I'm the I'm the bigger stewer powder. So I need to get it over and out. You're fine with getting it over and out. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just your way, is to get over it.
Right.
Be done.
Which
But this leads into another question, I think. Let me see if it's... Yeah. What do you do to improve your mood when you're in a bad mood? And that's when you give me the sex.
Well, yeah.
That'll pull me out of any funk. And you know that. You have that in your back pocket.
That is my secret weapon.
That can make me start talking again.
Are you mad? Let me just take my clothes off and put my boobs on.
I'll start talking again, joking again.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I wish I could say that it was like a big plot by me, but it's not. But I know it works.
No, because you're not going to purposely pick a fight to
No,
have
but it
sex
works.
because that just happens naturally all the time. But I know that for sure,
When all shit fails,
when everything else, when talking and trying to rationalize fails, ladies, just take your boobs out and your butt.
it is
It
that
works.
is solid advice.
Works
if we're
every
being
time.
honest.
Yeah.
And we're here to be honest with you guys. So,
I mean,
cool.
for me, if I'm in a bad mood, like cleaning typically helps because it's like getting out some.
No, but I know my way of needing you. You
But
give me
you
the
can get me out of a bad
You give
mood.
me the sex that gets me out of a bad mood. For me to get you out of a bad mood, all I have to do is talk to you.
Yes, bingo. Yes.
Is dig a conversation
For
about
me,
something.
myself trying to get myself out of a bad mood, I
Oh, sure.
clean the fuck out of the house. If you're trying to get me out of a bad mood, you just
I
you
just have to force a chat with you because
you just talk to me about stuff and things.
and you'll come out of it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, next question is, would you go streaking across a football field during a game for $1 million, knowing there's a 50-50 chance you'll get arrested for indecent
I
exposure?
mean, it's not really I think it's 100% chance you're going to get arrested. You're not getting. I mean,
Either way, is that a felony?
it's not a felony.
I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't think so.
If it's a misdemeanor, 100,000, I'll do it for $250,000 right now, and I'll bulldog my nuts out the back.
I'll let you do that then, because I'm so like self-conscious, and I'm not one that would. Yeah.
I'm just saying I'll take it on the chin. We'll pay off all
For
of
how
our
much
debt.
money?
$1 million.
Oh, yeah. I think I would then. What are the legal fees going to be like though for that
I mean,
kind
if it's a
of?
misdemeanor where I'm going to get arrested and you can bail me right out, and then I go to court and I get probation, but I got $1 million and our life has changed.
Yeah, I think
I'll
I could
run
bite
across
the bullet
the
for that.
field
Give
with
me-
a cucumber in my ass and my bulldog
Give me
nuts
like
out the back.
a shot of Fireball or something first, and then I'll.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
would do it.
Yeah, I would too. $1 million that's worth it.
Which is more important, a great car or a great house, and why?
I mean, there's definitely pros to both, but if it's, I mean, one or the other, I think I would think great house, because that's where you're comfortable, like where you're. I mean, car needs
Spend
to be
more time in your house.
spend more time in your house. Car needs to be reliable. Like you need to have a reliable car, but I don't need to have a fancy car that's the shit. Nor do I need to have like a super fancy house. However, I would rather, if one or the other to be better, I'd rather have a better house than car.
Well, I'm going to get philosophical on that ass. Mm-hmm. I don't think either one means a big pile of shit.
I was just answering the question.
I know you were. I'm just saying I'm going all educated
That's
here.
not what their question was. Okay.
Well, you answered it legitimately.
Mm-hmm. So you're going a layer deep, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to take this thing where the question's really asking.
Oh, okay. You're reading between the lines?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can, as you get older, you start to realize neither one of
None
those
of it.
things means shit.
Yes.
You can have a nice house and be house poor as fuck and be miserable. You can have a great car, be miserable. Me and you drive cars that got 7.8 million miles on them and they're beat to dog shit. And we're going to drive them till they explode.
And we're busting at the seams in this house, and I don't really I'm not rushing to go anywhere because our mortgage payment is
It's great, and this
amazing.
house is full of love. That's
It
all that
is.
matters to me.
absolutely.
And we stay dry and we stay warm, except
gotta-
for when the power went out and we had to go to
we
Susan.
had to go to Susan's. Yeah.
But, I mean, since you answered it legitimately, my answer is there's just other shit that means more.
No,
And I probably wouldn't have answered that way in my younger days.
I absolutely agree that neither truly matter.
Yeah.
As long, I mean, yeah.
What is something that really annoys you but doesn't bother most other people?
Oh, for me, you should know this. You should know. when people wear fucking sunglasses at night
That's caught on, and people.
or inside.
Oh yeah, there's more of you now than there used to be, but you've been that way since I've known you.
I was the trailblazer for
you
that.
hate that shit.
It gets under my skin. I want to go up and kick them in the shin, take their sunglasses off, crush them.
You know that there was finally a
Not blind
legitimate-
people, and nobody get all up in arms. I'm
Nah.
not talking about blind. Of course, I'm not
Blind
fucking
people
talking.
need to cover those eyes.
Yes, I'm not, baby.
No, it's just better for everyone.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about douche tools that think they look cool. You know who you are.
No, I was going to tell you, you finally had your first casualty from this recently. I don't know if you know about it. You know Tony Ferguson, right? The MMA fighter. Eddie
Yeah.
Bravo's guy.
Yeah.
El Guapo. No, that's Boss Rudy.
No, I don't know.
Tony Ferguson's got a nickname.
Does he?
But he always wears sunglasses inside, and at press conferences, he's known for that. He was going to fight Khabib. Remember he had to pull out because he blew his knee?
That was like 2 fights ago, wasn't it?
No, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck.
But you know how he blew his knee out? He was wearing sunglasses inside in an
Tripped over
interview
something.
and tripped over a cable
Yeah.
in the production.
That's what you fucking get.
Blew his whole knee out. Had to have a zipper down the side.
Validated. Right there. You
You're the first one I thought of when he did it. I was like, Brooke would take so much gratification in this injury.
victory. I know.
No, and I do it just because I know how much you hate it, even when you're not around. When I go into the gas station in the morning and I've got my sunglasses on, I flip them off my face when I walk in the door, just because I'm thinking how much you'll think I'm a tool if I leave them over my eyes.
I don't know why. It just, at one point in my life, back I've hated that since like high school. It's gotten under my skin. So, yeah. What about you?
I mean, more than anything, it'd be guys with long fingernails.
Yeah, dirty, long fingernails. Yeah.
Just long, because dirty ones probably bother everybody. But
Yeah.
and by long,
If you have white, really,
is really if the white shows.
like a gratuitous amount of white. If more than just like the little sliver of white
Yeah.
on your nails show for a guy. And even girls with super long nails you don't like.
Not unless if there's
Well
a reason.
manicured.
Yeah, and if there's a reason, if they're an entertainer or some shit, I get all that, but
No, I'm talking like real, like people like real long nails,
the
but like
gross long.
like they might smoke cigarettes, so they got like a yellow tint to
God
them.
no, I'm out the door.
Fucking out.
If you're
And you don't like, and I'm not a big fan either, when girls do like the long toenails and have a manicure on them.
for God's sakes, no.
Even if they're like French manicured, but it's gross. It's yucky. I don't
Feet?
like it.
I'm not one that thinks feet hates feet.
I'm not a big fan of feet.
But if your feet are gnarly, I can't even stand near you.
I think most people think that bothers most people though. But yeah, that just reminded me of
But
that.
guys seem to think that their feet guys' feet are just not. No, they're not.
Your feet
I'm
are,
a big nasty.
I think your feet are
And
softer.
my feet are beautiful.
They're softer than mine. I have to stay on top of mine.
Your heels are, you have to hook because you wear flat shoes.
Yeah.
So any woman, because of the
Sandals
shoes they
and
wear, their
flats
heels
and,
can
yeah.
get squared off. It's just physics.
I know. I have to chisel.
Well, you do that. You do that.
I know,
And
but
I would too, but I wear, tennis shoes most of the time. I still
know.
have the curvature and the beauty.
you can't. Yeah, but we've seen people wear it looks like you could grate cheese with their.
Why the fuck would you wear flip flops? Those guys always wear flops.
I know.
Drives me nuts, man. Just clip your fucking nails.
All right, what's the next one?
What word or saying from the past do you wish would come back?
I mean,
I hope you don't steal mine.
the only one that comes to mind for me is tubular.
Mine is psych.
Oh, what? Yeah, psych. I still say that though.
I do on occasion, but I wish it would come back in all of its glory.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be from the 80s from both of us because we're 80s kids. But yeah, the one that comes to mind, I mean, like gnarly is another one, but I feel like people say that now.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's still around.
But tubular, nobody really says. Totally tubular.
No, no one ever says that.
Love the 80s.
Unless you live in San Diego and you're on the beach.
And the whale's vagina.
Surfing.
What's the next one?
What is something that we wouldn't know about you both?
I mean, I feel... Is that Emilio now drinking and we can hear?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, our dogs make so much noise. So I feel like, I mean, anybody that is friends with us that listens to this knows every goddamn thing about us.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody knows I was hit by a car. That's what I thought of.
Yeah.
For me.
That's a good one.
I got smoked.
You did. When you were, what, 8?
I think it was around 8 when we lived in Rock Hill.
Your memory is compromised because you were hit by a car.
Somewhere around there. I mean, I got hit good. Like, it's crazy that I lived, but
You don't even have a scar.
I didn't even have bad injuries.
Didn't it hit, you got
My
hit?
head hit the side mirror. It was a poor girl taking her driver's license test in Rock Hill, South Carolina, with a test instructor.
She's never driven a car again, probably.
And it was my fault. I really hit her. I ran straight out into the road. I'd went across the street in our apartments, went across the road to get like a quarter to get a soda at the pool from one of my dad's friends. Got it, was running back, never even looked. Just got taken the fuck out. Never felt a thing. I don't remember it. I remember waking up.
I know you're...
I remember the ambulance ride and being in the like CAT scan and like 'cause they were checking for head injuries.
Well, yeah. Didn't it hit your foot too? Didn't you?
It ran over my foot.
Ran over your
took
foot.
a bunch of skin off of my. They had to clean up off my toe.
0 scars. You got nailed in the head with the rearview mirror. Ran over your foot. There's not one shred of scar evidence.
No, I specifically remember my dad
heals like Wolverine
in the ambulance. Like, you know, my dad's a big guy. You know, he's 6'6". In his heyday, he was probably 240. And Marine, he's pretty scary. And I remember him telling them, "Y'all are gonna check his head, But they were like bamboozled because they did everything. They're like, he's fucking fine. I don't know. His skull is just made out of concrete.
Yeah, he should be way more injured.
So when they took me back, I remember they took me back home. I think I was released. It may have been just that same night or something. And I literally had like a Band-Aid on my toe. And I mean, I was just hit by cars like in the newspaper and shit. Like people were traumatized. The poor girl probably literally, I mean, I think she even sent me like a teddy bear.
Oh, poor thing.
Or something, but it was 100% my fault.
And you just had a Band-Aid on yourself.
Yeah, but it was weird because, I'm not, I don't know what the, people have out-of-body experiences or whatever. But I remember when I got hit, I don't remember seeing a car or anything like that, but I could see my dad, and I was out, 8, but I could see him running because our apartment, everyone can tell what I'm doing.
Everybody can see your hand movements.
Our apartment was here. The pool was here.
So like across the street.
And across the road was where the maintenance guy, my dad's friend.
So you just did like a triangle.
So to get there from our apartment, you'd have to come down the stairs. There was a bridge over a little creek. There's a wooden bridge. And then the pool. Then I was on the curb. I saw my dad somehow. And I don't know if it's just over the years people have told me the story.
I remember your mom telling me the story where it was like he took two steps over the bridge. Yeah.
It was,
And she was like big ass pregnant with D. And she said she felt like she ran as fast as...
I think she was smoking while she was running with D.
She said she's never moved that fast in her life, and she was like 8 months pregnant with D or something.
No, and I'm sure. I know she was definitely terrified, but it's pretty amazing that there was no.
No, it's pretty incredible. I mean, I forget about it all the time.
No, I mean, I'm definitely lucky. That could have been.
I don't have anything quite as cool as that. I would have told about being in a tornado when I was younger, but we talked about that. one on another when we
Yeah,
had all
we're-
those tornado
yeah.
warnings on that one episode.
Okay, what's the best sitcom from the past?
I mean,
I go
Perfect Strangers.
Well, we've been binge watching it lately, and
It's so fucking good, y'all. If you have Hulu, binge watch Perfect Strangers. I'm telling you, it holds up.
still so fucking good.
I don't think I've ever laughed out loud so much at a sitcom. I mean, it is full on cheesy, canned laughter sitcom, but it's so good. Like, it's so funny.
Balky's the best character ever written for TV.
He is. He's the greatest. I mean, like, even just his like cousin Larry.
The Dance
I
of
love
Joy.
it. Oh God.
All of it. It's such a good show.
so
I think we're
good.
up to like
Yes.
season 3 now.
It's just
But no, you were gut busting laughing. I haven't heard you laugh like that in so long. Especially at you don't really laugh at TV anymore
No,
nowadays. TV's
no.
not really funny. It's more.
I know that's why it was so like refreshing.
I know. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I remember Perfect Strangers for sure, but did not remember it being that good. Like, I just assumed it would be like Full House. Like, that was, we loved it back then, but when you watch it now, it's like, oh dear Lord, this is so cheesy.
No, Perfect Strangers blows its dick off.
It
for sure.
does. I mean, you know.
Why didn't it get any love? And it's not in syndication. You never see it
I
on.
know. That's the thing that blows me away.
And there was 10 fucking seasons of 20 episodes per season
Yeah.
of Perfect. So if any show should be in syndication,
I know. I'm so
get Hulu.
yeah. Hulu is doing the damn thing. They got it right with having all the fucking seasons of Perfect Strangers. So yeah, I mean, of course, there's Friends. It's classic, but I mean, that's like
It's not quite nostalgic enough yet, but in years
getting
down the
there.
road, Friends will definitely be one of the.
I mean, it's one of the
ones.
greatest of all time, Friends. But like, yeah, I think everybody knows that.
But Friends is even a little hard. Perfect Strangers is so easy to watch.
Oh my god.
There's
Yeah.
no energy required. There's no nothing. You don't have to do shit. There's no
Yeah.
story.
Well, there's yeah.
I mean, there's always a moral
You can-
story. That's what I loved about it. Balky always teaches Cousin Larry something.
Yes.
And he's the foreigner, but he teaches Cousin
But
Larry.
you can easily watch any episode from any season and not be lost, really.
Oh, God, no. There's no, like...
It's not like a complicated backstory
No.
or anything. Like, it's good shit, man. If y'all have Hulu, watch it.
What's fun
So
now,
funny.
though, is me and you looking and realizing that his attire is, like, just... Like he's Mexican.
It's like he's in a mariachi band.
Yeah.
Why they're dressing him straight like he's from some Greek island,
But God,
But they
Bronson
dress him-
Pinchot...
like he's in a mariachi band. I don't really understand.
That dude should just be going around still. Man, he aged awfully. He was a
He was
handsome
so
fella
adorable.
as
Yeah.
Balky. And now he's fat, bald Balky.
Root. Yeah.
But yeah, Perfect Strangers. It's funny that we both agree on that. No question.
I knew as soon as you said it that we were both going to think that.
Favorite book?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's The Fountainhead. I love that book.
Yeah. And I mean,
Howard Rourke's best character. in the
sure.
world.
Whatever you say.
Yeah. The Stoics.
I don't even know what it's about because I'm a fucking 10-year-old girl. Because my favorite book that, like, it's Twilight, guys. I mean, I can't even deny it. That whole
Is
series.
that one your favorite of the series? That book? I mean, I know you read all of them, like in a week, but and they're big, thick
I read all of
bastards.
them. I mean, they were like almost. Breaking Dawn was like almost 1,000 pages.
Yeah. So which one is Twilight your favorite though?
I
of the
think
books?
I think Twilight was my favorite. I mean, Breaking Dawn was really they're all good. But, yeah, I think it would be Twilight, Breaking Dawn, and then Eclipse. But I mean, don't hate, guys. I read them.
I read them. There's
Well,
no
you
shame
got
in
me
them.
to read them.
Yeah, they're great books.
They're
Better than the movies.
It was right when we started dating that those books came out, or right when we met. And I mean, yeah, they're so good.
I don't know,
Like,
if people want to be too cool for that, they're full of shit.
no.
That was a phenomenon from now. Yes, they fizzled hardcore,
Yeah.
Those fuckers were like a shooting star, like whatever Robert Pattinson was, and Jacob, whatever his name, Taylor
Lautner.
And Kristen Stewart. She's the only one that's kind of still working, but she still has the who farted face all the time.
She does. She
is awkward. She's socially. I love her, but she's
her.
socially awkward for sure.
She does not like being famous, but yeah, she's one of those people that like, I just want to do my craft and not be famous and not have people recognize me.
I want to smoke cloved cigarettes.
But then she got roped into like the biggest trilogy of the century.
No, they made $1 gazillion billion.
So much money. But yeah, I mean, the books were just fucking great, and so hate if you want, but that's what comes to mind for me.
Okay, last one. If you had to buy 5 items to embarrass a cashier at Walmart, what would they be?
I mean, it'd have to be like an enema kit and like stool softener.
Okay, that's 2 for you.
And then like some
softener.
And then like some Summer's Eve douche.
That's 3.
Oh god, and then some weird shit to throw in there, like zip ties. I just immediately think of like serial killer things after that.
After they clean out their ass.
I'm a terrible person.
You got one more item. That's 4.
Oh god, duct tape.
Okay. So you got duct tape, zip ties, enema,
stool softener and douche.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. I feel like you're embarrassed already.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm pretty sure any cashier would feel awkward with those items.
What would you?
I don't know. I'm thinking for a guy.
Are you thinking more like bras and panties and tampons?
I'd probably get like.
But you already go buy tampons for me at the store because you're an amazing husband.
I would get like, a big set of rubber gloves, like Brad Pitt was wearing in Fight Club when he asked Ed Norton if he wanted to finish her off. He had a plunger.
Yeah, and like
rubber gloves,
like rubber gloves that you like clean the bathroom.
Yeah, like the yellow rubber gloves.
Yeah,
I would have like rubber gloves. Some I'll get like some Trojan. What's the one for the Magnums?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the opposite of that.
No, I would get like some Trojan Magnums, some like yeast infection cream,
some Vagisil,
Dental Dam.
Okay,
that's 4, and something that you could put in somebody's ass. Because you gotta have something to go in their ass.
That was my thought with the enema.
I don't want to say a plunger.
John,
it could be any
walk
item
around
though,
some more, sir?
that could be used for butt fucking. So
I don't think they have.
And a cucumber.
There you go. Or a carrot.
No, I'm gonna go with a squash.
Ooh, okay.
No, that's 2. It definitely needs to be a carrot, cucumber,
celery. But cucumber's more obvious,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, cucumber's good. I'm going to go with cucumber.
All right.
Those are my 5.
I like it. Mine was way more disturbing, I think.
Yeah, yours is horrifying, especially for a girl.
I know. That's why it would be super embarrassing for the cashier.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. Well, tell them the social media shit.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was being distracted by John pacing back and forth and...
He wants to go
yawning
to bed.
And shaking his head. Yeah, he's like, motherfuckers, let's go to bed. What is all this shit? All right. So like us on Facebook, Married AF Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Married as Fuck. And follow us on Instagram at Married AF Podcast.
Yeah, and hit us up with any questions that you got throughout the week. And that's how we gauge whether or not we're going to do like a bonus episode. It's always going to be based on if
this one was pretty much all questions.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm fine with that.
I know.
I like it.
That's fine.
But if they have them, if we have enough to do a bonus episode, we're always happy to do that. Friday nights usually work out good for us. So post them during the week to any of those outlets. And, as always, go fuck yourself.
Peace out.